What's going on, TTC? It's the new Rob Report. All right, so Seattle tops the Cardinals 34-22 in Arizona. No big deal, right? Seattle, a team slated to go to the Super Bowl. Arizona, a team in what would best be considered a rebuilding phase. A new coach, new system, not really expected to do much. So Seattle goes into their house and beats them. No big deal, right? Wrong. Seattle went into Arizona, a team we have not played well on the road in recent years, and beat them readily. Now, the score doesn't suggest that the game went the way it actually did. Seattle went in there. If it wasn't for the unfortunate fumble in the red zone that gave Arizona their first touchdown, I believe the game would have went a whole lot different. They might have only gotten 2 or 3 field goals in this game if it wasn't for that touchdown. We really dominated them the entire game. Just look at the stats. They got no running game whatsoever. Very little passing, except for the drives where they got to start on our side of the field, deep in our red zone. Marshawn Lynch ran hard. Marshawn put the ball on the ground too. I don't know what's going on with these fumbles, man. That's the one thing, that only complaint I have from last night and this season really is not taking care of the football and fumbles, not interceptions. I mean, Russell's going to throw picks from time to time, but the fumbles, Marshawn's fumbling. Russell Wilson, I don't really blame Russell for his fumbles. They talked about Russell needing to take care of the football. I'm not tripping on Russell dropping the football or getting because he's running for his life in the pocket. Okay, I don't blame him for not holding on to the ball. Yeah, whatever. No, he's got to hold the ball in a position that allows him to do what he does as a quarterback. He's not always looking to run just because he pulls it down. You can't take the ball and stick it in here. You can't stick the ball in here and then throw it afterwards. Once you stick it in here, you have to run. Once you cradle that football in your arm like a running back, you got to run it. He's holding the football in a fashion that's going to allow him to make a throw once he gets out of harm's way. But the offensive line is so terrible that by the time he's able to find daylight again, someone's coming up behind him and swiping the ball out. That's more the offensive line. I attribute that more to the poor offensive line play than I do to Russell Wilson not holding onto the ball, me personally. But as the quarterback of our team, I guess he's got to make it. He's got to do something different. Brandon Browner, very happy to see Brandon Browner make a play. I know he's going to be on the episode of Come On, Man, for that falling down shit at the end of that interception run. I could not believe he fell down. Looked like Steve Young. I did that big run Steve Young had against Minnesota a long time ago. He did that amazing run, then fell down at the end. Except Steve Young actually scored. Browner. But at least he made a play. He played well. I still see Browner getting beat, though. Browner, I don't know. I'm not sure what it is. He's getting beat out there. Especially the last 2 games. Not last night, but Tennessee and Houston, man. Shit. Browner getting the brakes beat off of him, man. But finally came back, made a play, played well last night. Very good, very good. Zach Miller, welcome back. We definitely saw what we were missing, not having Zach Miller in the lineup. So thank goodness to have him back. It's a real special time right now for Seahawks fans. We find our team 6-1 and at the top of the NFC, at least until Sunday, and really have nowhere to go but up. There's a very good chance we're 8-1 by the time we have to go and play a team that I would consider formidable, which is going to be Atlanta. As bad as Atlanta's playing, Seattle has to go back to Atlanta again and play them. Atlanta's still Atlanta. Even though they're playing bad this year, they're still Atlanta. They're beat up. They're hurt. They're still the Atlanta Falcons. They still have the ability to do big things. They got Matt Ryan under center. So 8-1 though. We got the St. Louis Rams next week, and then the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Clink. You know, I'm not one to look past teams, but you got to figure we're going to be at least 12-point favorites over St. Louis, and maybe even 2 touchdown favorites over Tampa Bay at home. So, I'm looking at seeing 8-1. You know, barring some tragedy or catastrophic event. Percy Harvin aiming to get back by week 8. Once we get Harvin back on that field, oh man, the sky's the limit. Once we get our offensive line back together, the sky's the limit. All right? What do you think, Dexter? Seahawks have a chance? Huh? Dexter ain't saying shit. Just figure for a second, Seattle goes 8-1. 8-1 heading to Atlanta. Okay, and I'm going to call it worst case. I'm going to play the worst case scenario game here. All right? Worst case scenario. We go to Atlanta 8-1. After Atlanta, we go 2-2-2. 2 at home, 2 on the road, 2 at home. In case you can't do the math, that's 4 out of 6 games at the clink to close out the season. Now toss up Atlanta, okay? Toss up, win or lose. All right, for the naysayers, let's say we lose because we're on the road, right? The spread probably will be 3 to us. Atlanta's not playing well. So the spread will probably be 3 in favor of Seattle. We go home against Minnesota and New Orleans, on the road against the Niners and the Giants, and then home against the Cardinals and the Rams. That's where we play the Cardinals and Rams back to back twice. That's weird. So you can go ahead and chalk it up that we're not going to lose at home this season. The only one game we have left at home that is against a team that can beat us, possibly, is New Orleans. And if you're going to pick another game to bring back Guinness, okay, to get our record back from Kansas City, what other game are you going to pick than the New Orleans game on Monday Night Football? Monday Night Football against the Saints. We all know what happened last time we played the Saints. Marshawn Lynch caused an earthquake, a legitimate earthquake. So I'm guessing Guinness will be back for that one. Let's just say we lose that game. Okay, you're talking our second or our third loss by that point in the season. Who out there was saying 13-3? Show of hands. Dexter? Dexter ain't saying shit. 13-3 is looking mighty probable. All kinds of probable. I can't wait to get the Rams hate week started. I almost want to do my video now because I cannot wait to hear what Rockstar Rams has to say. Rockstar Rams. That guy is funny. You know, I'm going to see if Rockstar Rams wants to come down to San Diego and watch the game with me. I'm going to hit him up. Because he had me cracking up with that crazy stuff he was talking last season. He ain't said, I haven't watched his videos this year. But I want to hear what Rockstar Rams has to say. I'm going to invite him down to watch the game at my spot down here. See if he wants to hang out. Anyways, all right, good game, Seahawks. Obviously, went ahead and took care of the Cardinals. And 6-1. Take on the Rams. Not this Sunday, but the following Sunday. Hopefully going to be 7-1. Tampa at home, 8-1. Take off for Atlanta. We shall see. Good time to be a Seahawk fan about now. Big shout out to Seahawk Knight, Hawk Nest, Pig Pen, Seahawk Reseño, 247. Man, go Hawks.